Hello, hello. Yes, it is I, Tasso, and today we are here on the final stream of Signs of the Sojourner. I can never pronounce that word. I'm sorry, but yeah. So we're on like what should be the final caravan run, unless something happens. But I guess we'll see. But yeah. Anyway, just give me a second. I need to do a quick thing. You can just vibe to the BGM for a second. Alright. Let us start. Before I get more distracted. Sorry about that, guys. But yeah, let's get right into it. Home! When you close your eyes, you can hear the grating of gravel under your tires and the feel of fresh air on your face. There can only be one thing, it's time to head out. He almost looks happy to see you. Almost. After looking out from a garden, Marsha spots you and waves, a warmer welcome than which you've become accustomed. Intrigued, you proceed with caution. The garden's bouncing back nicely, isn't it? I've always had a way with plants. To be fair, it wasn't all in the old green thumb, though. The caravan was actually a brick help. Not sure what I've done without those materials. Can't say I always saw eye to eye with your mother. The caravan doesn't just bring goods, it brings people. I've never been keen on outsiders. Strangers have a way of making home a little less homey. Starts slow at first, but after a while, you can't miss it. The outside creeping in. On the other hand, I might not have a home without those people. I know I'm not the only one either. So maybe your mother wasn't all wrong. Especially in these tough times, I'm starting to see the benefits of working together. And I have no cards. If you're trying not to step on my plants, you're not trying very hard. Alright. There we go. We did it. Don't misunderstand me now. I still think some of the stuff you lug back is pretty weird. Here, these caladiums are for you. You've earned them. Take care of them like you're taking care of the store, like you're taking care of the town. Do that and I'm sure they'll bring you happiness. Masha returns to her garden. Her back is turned, but I can tell she's smiling, even if just a little. And I not choose any one of them. Taking a stroll down memory lane. Now and then you spot Ramir standing in the middle of the street he grew up on. He looks a little lost somewhere between wistfulness and listlessness. It's weird to be back in the place I spent all my time avoiding. You know, there used to be a house here. Some folks get some time off work and go back to their family home, their childhood bedroom. Isn't that wow? If my childhood bedroom was still here, I'd rub a cigarette into the wood floors and watch it burn down. Prepare select a card from any deck. You probably don't feel the same though. Seems like the store is doing well. Good for Barto. Personally, I prefer if the caravan never stop here. I don't care if your store becomes some kind of institution. Some places shouldn't be relieved. They activate a bunch of old dormant memories better left dead. Approachable is never how you describe Ramir, but sometimes you can still exactly tell what he's thinking. Ooh, actually I want this one. Should be a good card. He's curious about the state of your store. Nadine pushes open the door to your store and steps inside. She takes in every inch of the place with discerning and analytical eyes, gestures for you to join her on the stoop. Your store. Is it always like this? I won't say I'm impressed, but your inventory is not the worst. Oh shit. I was not paying attention. Keep going like this, and maybe we won't have to drop Barto from our route after all. Whatever the Rikers try to pull, we'll deal with. I'm not making any decisions until the end of the month, but you're on the right track. Nadine looks back over her shoulder as she heads down the street, genuinely surprised by how well your shop is doing. I don't really want to get rid of any of these cards. It's just frustrating. I guess I can like get this back later. Elias is sitting on the curb outside your shop, hunched over with his head in his hands. He looks worried. Nadine's gonna be making the call on the caravan soon, and I've got to be honest. I'm worried about Barto. You said it's fine. Believe me, I'm no fan of Nadine's, but without a steady influx of goods from the caravan, things will get real bad around here. Ghost town bad. I wish I could trust her to do the right thing, but what is she going to prioritize? The needs of the caravan? The needs of this town? Or the needs of herself? Even if she wanted to help, can she really? With the Rikers breathing down her neck? Just going out on a limb here, but I'm thinking our little town is not at the top of the list. And the fate of your mom's store certainly isn't on her mind either, that much I can guarantee. Sure, you seem to be doing fine now, but what will happen if you lose access to the caravan for good? Never thought I'd say this, but I think the deed may be a necessary evil. Guess that's why your mom put up with her for all those years. He takes a deep breath, trying to calm his rattled nerves. You sit next down to Elias and put your arm around his shoulder. Where is the one that I wanted to take out? Yes. Alright. Move on. Last trip. Oh, that's a lot of people. Single-use accord. Sure. Navigating the winding canyon roads is like second nature to you now, and you're able to appreciate the roadside sculptures and colorful architecture as you easily follow Nadine up to the plateau. Isabella. Cicada's bars a final requiem for Isabella's shop. It survived natural disasters and market shocks, but it could not survive alienation from the circle. Don't feel too sad, little bird. I've been booted out before, but I always land on my feet. This is the start of a new adventure. I admit, I still feel so much uncertainty about the future. Always had your mom on the circle to support me before Marquez led the group down a different path. One that I couldn't follow. I can't change the circle. Younger people have different ideas, just like your mom and I when we were younger. There we go. The future of Pashento is in the hands of folks like Marquez now and her circle. I can only wish her luck. It was so good to see you again. I just wish that it was in better circumstances. You can't stay stuck somewhere you don't belong, child. I hope that you don't stop traveling until you find what you're looking for. You assure Isabella that leaving is the right choice, and she offers you the last smile and hug as she heads out. Ugh. So annoying that you keep like changing a card. He's painting over cracked, crumbled murals. Thomas is quietly painting a sleeping calico stray with a slow, deliberate stroke. Unfortunately, your approach causes it to wake with a start and flee. Oops. Oh! The cat ran away. That's too bad. Don't worry, it's not a problem. Finish the painting? No, I don't think I will. Marquez will just call it something cool. Like cat unfinished or fading feline, and it'll sell. No problem. It does get a little boring not having to try very hard. I do get to take a lot of naps though. I prefer napping to being awake. Well, if you ever need a cat painting, you know where to find me. Thomas seems a touch listless despite having settled into an undemanding routine. I convinced Thomas to stay. Will she want me to join the circle now? Dancers in feathered costumes greet you at the entrance of Marquez's latest party. You try not to inhale any glitter as you search for the host, who lounges casually on the white sofa. Have a seat, friend. The circle welcomes you. Your place here is well earned. I was so pleased to hear that Thomas decided to stay. You've done Pacento a great service. You should be proud of yourself. I know your mother would be. She was one of the circle's founders, you see. But more than that, she knew the importance of our role in bringing in funding to Pacento. Though Isabella might claim otherwise, for a long time your mother and I worked closely to secure support from the Rikers. In the end, she chose to walk a different path, just as our other founder chose to go to Hara, but I never forgot her. And now, here you are. I hope you will join me in pursuing the path that your mother started on, to prosperity. Should you ever tire of the open road, you have a home in Pacento. I mean that in the literal sense, by the way. The circle takes care of its friends. Come, let's toast. Marquez has welcomed you to the circle. Marquez follows up her revelation with the suggestion to visit Hera if you wish to further unearth the past. Thunder! He pokes up and looks in his direction. Turn away from one of the vendors' stalls to find Thunder has made friends with another pup. Arf, arf, arf. Who's a good boy, Thunder? You are. You are the best boy, Thunder. Oh! Thunder zooms around and between your legs, overcome with excitement. Alright. I can't remember. Hara. The lonely, hollow buildings of Hara are an oppressive reminder of what happens when the aquifers go dry. The decaying structures and empty streets have been given over to the wind and desert rodents. Hara is even quieter than you imagine, its tall buildings crowding the horizon like so many giant tombstones. Up ahead, a solitary figure sits cross-legged by the roadside, the only other living person all the way out here. Blessed path, traveler. Oh, that locket. It brings back memories. I haven't seen that since Fashanto. It was your mother's? I see. Your mother, she founded the circle in Fashanto, as did I. You must already know to come all the way out here. I imagine you've heard unflattering tales. I'm not the person I was back then, not in name or character, but the circle suddenly led to who I am now. Our mission was simple, to fill the world with beauty. Unfortunately, this world has a way of making simple things complex. I try to keep the circle whole, to keep profits from entering into the equation. Our art was supposed to enrich the world, not make us rich. Trade, commons, and savvy brought Fashanto to life, filled it with wonder. For a time, this was enough. The trouble began when the circle set its sights on Hara. Once a metropolis, Hara's water all but dried up, leaving it in sharp decline. Population dwindling? We imagined that with a large investment, Hara could be restored, and the circle's sphere of influence could expand. So we struck a deal with the Rikers. Your mom and young Marquez were its strongest proponents. Of course, the Rikers had no intention of saving Hara. What they wanted were rare metals buried deep in the earth below the city. They threw out the stragglers, and what remained of Hara was stripped, gutted. But not before they paid us handsomely. That was when I knew we had gone too far. Access. I left when the founders turned on one another. I gave up my possessions, my relationships, even my own name. Your mother, she did the same, to an extent. Conflict made us seek new lives, unforeseen. Those aren't the answers you wanted, I imagine. I hope you live enough for that to feel familiar. Bless your path. It's not wrong, you've grown accustomed to the challenges inherent to uncovering the past. Heading deeper into Hara, you wonder what else the silent remains of the city might have seen over the years, and how, in the end, all that's left are mysteries. Repeatedly down, jolted away by the railroad. A bored child races the caravan on her bike. A number of vendors. Oh shit! She passed away. Prop opened their doors as the line of trucks trundled by, but for the most part, the folks don't seem especially interested in the caravan's arrival. Dark clouds, not a good time. No! A recent arrival, she found herself right at home, befriending neighbors and uplifting the community. She will be sorely be missed. Mathilde will hold a service in the town center. No, they're setting up a new store. Unexpectedly, you pick out a familiar face among the crowd. It's none other than Alexis. Based on their store, complete with bright new umbrella, they appear to have bounced back. My most trusted customer. Yes, the rumors are true. I'm afraid I've left Clifton behind me. The competition isn't so fierce here in Bukamboro, but it won't be the case in a few weeks. Oh, listen to me, Rambo. How does Bartle fare? Perhaps you should move too? It's thought. I'm trying to build a proper safety net out here for myself, something that can endure a disaster or two. I'm having trouble finding sustainable growers around here too. Many don't take proper care of their bees. Oh, and all that ruckus over there is about a funeral. That's a shame. I was wondering why my sales were slow. You wish Alexis luck, but don't think they'll need it. For whatever quirks they might have, they're remarkably adaptable to circumstances, good and bad. That's someone you can look forward to doing business with. It's finishing the service. The funeral takes place on a sunny day, so Miriam's weeping admirers have to provide the rain. After Mathilde's final words, the guests shuffle to Miriam's old chocolate store to drink and feast, but Mathilde invites you for a walk. I didn't lie to Miriam, you know. All of her readings were joyful. I saw the whale, an oak tree, even the unbroken comet. Maybe I'm just no good at sadness. I read that we were supposed to have rain today, but I even managed to chase the clouds away. I guess that's not a horrible quality to have. We are going to need a lot of hope around this place. Lots of new people are coming in by railroad. I think Bukamboro will be okay. There's gotta be more people like Miriam in the world that wanna come here. If the railroad wasn't reopened, then maybe I would never have met Miriam. We gotta take care of it, no matter what. Listen, and your turn and prompt the other person to play 2 cards. I have nothing that I can use. You miss her, so do I. Sorry, I just miss her a lot. She was such a nice person, especially to kids. Let me cry a little bit, okay? You let Mathilde cry on jacket. You also loaned her your handkerchief. She seems grateful for your assuring presence. Move on. Day 19. It's been a little more crowded. That is very crowded actually. Fortunately, it can't flood forever. Nadine is on the edge as she leads the caravan into town. Fences have gone up where an assortment of tents and makeshift settlers huddle on the edge of the plaza. Shops stand open but don't seem entirely welcoming. Rohit? The sun beats down from above, but the residents seem fairly unbothered by the heat. Several women walk across the plaza, mango ice popped in hand. As you wipe the beads of sweat from your brow, Rohit presses cold water bottle into your hands. Take this water. I'm really glad to see you again, friend. I hope that Nadine hasn't been working you too hard. I'm glad to hear that she's doing well. I feel bad for all the time she had to fix my mistakes, but she made me a better merchant. I'm even feeling ready for the full route this month. Mostly, the coast got hit hard last month though. Maybe we can provide help. I told my dad that I'm going to work for Nadine for a bit and then send the money to him. I left out the part where I'm not going back. I've decided to part ways with my parents' businesses for real. I like being on the road and helping people get what they need. It means a lot that you're willing to support my dream. My parents never understood, and I'm not sure if they ever will. You soothe his concerns and Rohit beams with confidence. Nadine has gained a valuable and passionate caravan member. He's back to doing what he does best, pickling something. Oh god, he needs square. You found Aurora softly strumming a weathered, stately old guitar outside her shop. No crowd gathers today. Oh, didn't see you there. Sorry, mood around town's been different these days. Leads the mind to wander back a ways, back to better days. Hey, does that sound like it could be the beginning of a song? Oh, she's tatchy. You know, I used to play this old guitar with your mom and a mysterious man. Tall, dark, and handsome he was. But who was he? Who can say? Your mom wasn't exactly a natural, but she was determined. I always wondered what exactly it was that brought her back here, time after time. Something tells me it wasn't just to play music. If I learn anything about life, it's that it's chock full of small mysteries. Best anyone can do is hope they figure out which ones matter. You take care out there now. Aurora resumes her plucking. You walk away, but her words stick with you. Just who was this handsome man? Two stores in tip-top shape compared to the last time you saw it, but the man himself seems a little quieter than usual. Well, here we are, back in the brine, so to speak. When I first left the vineyard, I remember thinking how easy it would be to get this place off the ground. All I had to do was apply a little genius, and voila! But it's never that simple, is it? Still, it is pleasing to see Aldra slowly but surely get back to the familiar swing of things. No small thanks to my pickles, and I suppose Haruto played a part too, since it is his vinegar if pedantic we must be. Will it ever be the same again? Who knows? Ultimately, it's not relevant to my work. Crap. If you insist upon ignorance, you could at least be blissful. You see, it takes time, patience, and know-how to make something truly special. That's true of both pickles and people. Sorry, that was the wrong way. Wait, what do you mean that's not scientific? Of course it's scientific. Not every experiment is a success, it's trial and error, just like day-to-day life. Adding some careful observation, I will claim with unshakable certainty that scientist is a perfect, valid, and fitting label for any fellow seeker of truth. There, now that you've been well buttered, can I interest you in the pickle? Don't want to get too ahead of yourself, but it sounds like Tuso not only learned something about himself, but share it with you too. In its own roundabout way, it's a thought that counts. He's open for business. There's at least one store in the central square that's open for business, and the line is so long you're not even sure what it could be selling. You wait out to find the store owner is none other than Arya. Hey there, it's always nice to see a familiar face. I bet you didn't expect me to find me out here. But you're not here for small talk, eh? You're here for my world famous pickles. Now, I may not be the only pickle game in town, nor do I claim to be, but YM is the most unique. Yep, that's me. All my ingredients are locally sourced and not just organic, but extra organic. My best sellers here are these pickled crawdads. Got them from some old robot in the neighboring town, same one that gave me the vinegar. So, wanna try one? Can I let you on a little industry secret? I actually have no idea what I'm doing. Yep. Back in Anka, I learned to just kinda, you know, wing it. I've been flying by the seat of my pants ever since. It might be time for some new pants. Remembering that you also run a shop, Arya offers to give you some pointers. You have to decline, but please do note life in the fast lane hasn't changed him at all. Ooh, this is nice. Yes, chance move across town. He's living in a tent. He's designed to be taken down and moved frequently. He doesn't have many possessions inside. Figured I would have moved on from Aldous by now. It's not doing me any good to be here. Got forced off that patch I was trying to garden. People sure have a lot of papers. I go elsewhere, but I need more food and money for the road. Hey, don't sweat it. I'm not going to ask you for that. I'm tired of traveling when I don't know where I'm headed. It's not as if there's some town with a carpet rolled out for me. I thought about going to Grey Cambait instead of here. Maybe I made the wrong choice. If I'm going to be unwelcome somewhere, it might as well be Aldous. At least the summers I'm out. Fine, sorry. I have nothing I can play. I'm so fucked. Don't expect too much from me. I'm not doing so well. Maybe some sleep would help. I don't know anymore. By the time you leave, his attention is already turning inward again. Doesn't expect to connect with people much. But at least I got the road, I suppose. Does that count? Yeah, let's just... Hilly Vineyard Town. Yeah. Two men push a dairy wagon up a hill. Children keep stones across the pond. A young woman writes it in a diary on the ridge overlooking fields of lavender. Every mark the cataclysm left on Rima has vanished. These babblings are beyond comprehension. Haruto seems distant and distracted today. He barely notices your entrance. Instead fixated on XN220 as the bot ferries an empty vinegar bottle back and forth between two shelves. I'm worried about XN220. Have you noticed him acting strange at all? I thought he was improving for a while, right after I oiled up and scrape away the rust, but I'm afraid the problem is more than just cosmetic. It's extends cognitive functions. They seem to be at the heart of the matter. I do not have a card that I can play. I attempt to tell you something personal and this is how you respond. Still don't have a card to play. Fuck. This is so annoying. Is my vinegar too strong for you? The other day I asked him to bring me a bottle of balsamic and he handed me a feral cat. I've tried tinkering with his circuitry, but I'm just a simple vinegaran. What do I know about motherboards and soldering? I know he's just a robot, but since I've gotten to know him, XN has become like a brother to me. Yeah, me and Toaster are talking again. But who says you can have more than one brother? I really hope XN is going to be okay. Haruto's eyes glaze over as he attempts to hold back tears. He sighs, watching the broken robot hustle back and forth on repeat, eager to complete its meaningless task. Please say it's not just water the city has to worry about. That's a long way. I have to go this way. The waters are filled with the remnants of sunken homes and destroyed shops, a lost doll, a broken table, the tangled mess of soiled clothes. Nadine corrals the caravan's close as the sounds of angry crowds float across the water. Someone's looking glum. Tariq's eyes look darker than the clouds gathering overhead. Maybe this isn't such a good time for a chat, but it's too late now. Never much care for the towers. It's like the Rikers are always looming over us, you know? Lately, even the mere sight of them makes me feel sick. We're stuck down here sitting on our hands while the city crumbles around us. I hate this powerless feeling. If only someone could do something. We need brave folks who will stand up to the Rikers, like the crew of the Wave Dancer back in the days of the Algerian fever. What I give to see its colors flying on the horizon. I have nothing. I got nothing. You might not care, but you should. Down here on the ground, what hurts one of us hurts us all. Maybe you haven't realized it yet, but one day you will. You know what it's like to be on the Riker's bad side, which leaves you sympathetic to Tariq, but wary of becoming involved in the struggle. I have nothing to choose. She's the same as she ever was. She'll go down with the ship. Gal blasts a siren and signals for you to pull over. She appears more fatigued than the last time you saw her. Stop! Pull over! Put your license and registration up where I can see them. Oh, you again? What are you doing back in Omare? I have nothing to play. I should really give you a ticket for this infraction, but what's the point? These days people are leaving town faster than they're entering it. Makes my job easier, but a lot more boring. Since the riot things have only gotten worse for the city, you're not here to make trouble, are you? Good. I'm starting to think people don't take the Riker badge seriously anymore. To be honest, my heart's just not in this anymore. The dejected girl lets out a heavy sigh. Without looking up, she half-heartedly waves you away. Got to get a better look. Should cut the sacrifice. Hey yo. If not for the floodlight on the high on the mast, the wave dancer would be invisible among the dark rolling waves. A friendly face peers over the side as your boat approaches, unperturbed by the cold spray. Storm clouds have surrounded the wave dancer, but the ship's crew is unfazed. Suzanne checking the engine below deck. Leon fiddles with a marine chronometer, which strongly resembles a Dutch clock. He gives you a hand on board. Gotta love it out here. The spray of the sea, the roaring waves, and not a single Riker as far as the eye can see. I thought that locket looked familiar. You're her kid, aren't you? Your mom. She was on this ship before too, you know. Zane and I, we helped her smuggle some precious contraband to Old Mare a long time ago. A weird illness rode into town some years back. Folks got to calling it the Algaean fever. Rikers claim it came from the sailors, so they shut down the port and set on medicine for their own people. What a vile lot. You a friend of the Rikers now? I think this one's busted. When your mom heard she mislabeled boxes of medicine and stepped in with a seal. For 6 glorious weeks, I was a tea merchant. She knew the risk. To herself, to that caravan, even to Barto if the Rikers ever found out. All the same, she couldn't sit around doing nothing. Help more folks than I can count. Dane holds out his flask as though it was a teacup. Raising his pinky finger high into the air, smiling, he decides to make a toast, one for you and then one for your mom. She's grinning at the storm. There's an unmistakable hunger in the wind's howl, shiver running down your spine. You wonder what warp calculus compelled you to come all the way back out here. So, the mainland shouted, did it? I saw the waves swell and surge. Just felt the sea's anticipation, I did. Won't be long now. Won't be long. Oh god, that's a lot. I've been out here alone in the dark for some time. My eyes have adjusted. I've seen things. Dark ships in the water, ill omens in the stars. But ghosts? Only 1 or 2. Of course, you're no ghost, nor a trick of the lightning. You're her child. Fascinating. Come to watch the end of the world from its edge, have you? The resemblance is simply uncanny. What kind of trickery is this? I don't want to hear your nonsense. You probably don't even exist. This conversation, it ebbs and flows through my brain like a waves. Tomorrow, it shall be all washed away. There's nothing I can play here. Yes, keep singing, my beautiful siren, drawing me in, ever closer to my rocky demise. I've got your number now. Utterly convinced she's speaking to the ghost of your mom, Suzanne puts her weathered hand on your face to check if you're real. Refusing to listen any longer, she can't stop staring mouth agape at the locket dangling over your heart. Yeah, no. There's no place like home. There's no place like home. Yeah. Let's do the last one. So. Hey! As you disembark from a long, tiresome journey, Nadine covertly puts you aside. I've spoken with the other members of the caravan and we've reached a decision. It was a difficult choice. Really could have gone either way. Brato hasn't exactly blossomed into the bustling trade hub your mom once promised us. But still, we feel it's headed in the right direction, and so I'm happy to report that Brato stays on the road. We're prepared to deal with whatever pressure the Rikers try to exert on us. It's not up to them. Yay! This decision is on the provisional basis, of course. We'll revisit it again if things ever take another turn for the worse. But in the meantime, I hope we can rest a little easier now, knowing that Brato has our support. As a congratulatory act, Nadine offers you her hand to shake. Be it delivering good news or bad, Nadine has never been the martial emotional type. About time I have this. He's in the mood to celebrate. You can hear his big-hearted belly laugh from outside. The aroma of home cooking beckons you into the roadhouse, which appears to be back to its old self. Inside, Samuel waits with bright eyes and a warm greeting. Smelled the ribs, did you? You thought you might. It was one of your mom's favorites too. Takes me back to the old days every time, making me always full, remembering the first time I met Isabella and your mom. Those were the days, I'm telling you, back when it was Isabella, me, your mom, and your dad. Never was a dull moment between the four of us. You know, I got a real kick out of helping out back when things were rough, but it sure feels good to see his place back to his old self. Couldn't have done it without you. Business is good. Feels like every other day there's a fresh face walking in the door. They ain't half bad for the sleepy little town. The caravan's a big part of that. It keeps this place kicking. Just goes to show what an all-around amazing friend your mom was. I know for a fact she'll be beyond proud of everything you've done here. Oh god, this is like the worst hand. All fatigue, hurt. Well, don't be a stranger now. I'm throwing together a fresh new menu and I'm gonna need someone to test it on. Ain't I? Samuel's cheerful outlook is contagious. He has a knack of making you feel lucky and proud at the same time. We look forward to seeing more of him. There is nothing that I want to throw away. I feel I'm like near the end of the game anyway. He's in the mood to celebrate. Final decisions, you enter the coffee shop to find Elias sporting a huge smile on his face and handing out free cappuccinos to all of his customers. Have you heard? Nadine managed to keep Brato on the rock. Yes, I have heard. so happy. I mean, not about these things per se, but it's our town, our little town still has a fighting chance. And your mom's store, you've got to be feeling relieved about all this, right? No, I have no cards that I can play. I'm confused. Aren't you happy about Nadine's news? I am, but oh god, oh my fatigue. Some things in Barto change, others will stay the same forever. Are you done? As you can see, the shop's pretty busy right now. And the Elias had used a cappuccino and sent you on your way. Look. Oh. With Barto's future finally secured, you feel comfortable leaving the shop in Samuel's capable hands. You find yourself drawn to Marquez's words and the allure of joining the circle with Pacento. You miss Barto, but living is made easier with Elias joining you and the knowledge that the shop and the town are both on a good path. 10 years later... Reflections. Your new shop at Isabella's old location is filled to the hilt with circle merchandise and eager customers. Elias runs the register while you restock the well-picked over shelves. Oh, look, it's Elias. We're running out of my famous keyrings again. Mind grabbing another box from the back? Oh god, Elias looking really nice, actually. Thanks. Turns out I was right about those things. People really do love reminders of where they've been. We ought to stock circle keyring sticks, don't you think? They've done so much to prop this shop up. Speaking of which, I've been thinking a lot about Barto lately. All these years later, do you still think leaving was the right thing to do? Well... Clearly we are better off here in Pacento. Our stock is standing like hotcakes and I've got the best partner in the whole world. But for some reason, my mind keeps wandering back to the hard times, back to when nothing was a sure thing. Working my tail off at the coffee shop, wondering if you were ever going to come back with some scrap to repair the roof. Remember that day your mom had to pry us apart after we fought over her locket? Damn thing got us into trouble even then, long before we uncovered the truth about her history with the circle here. Oh boy, we were at each other's throats. I thought for sure that was going to be the end of our friendship right there and then. We've certainly come a long way since then, haven't we? Elias brings up some pin from Thomas and walks him out to the door. Exhausted, he flips the sign to close together. The two of you watch the sun go down over the beautiful Pacento sky. Aw, yeah, that's the end of the game. I guess that's the ending we got. We went to live in Pacento. And who knows if that is the best decision, eh? It definitely doesn't feel like the best decision. But I guess it's the one we've managed to get. So there is that, I suppose. Oh god, look at all those cats and dogs. They're so cute. Ah. But yeah, this was a really fun game, honestly. Like, just the concept is really interesting. A lot more complicated than I anticipated, soon enough. But I guess that's how, but, you know, we managed somehow. Which is better than what I can say, I guess, for most other games. But yeah, so I just in Discord community, yeah. But yeah, so finishing up this game. Let's do like thanks for playing, yeah. Yeah. Oh god, this is a really short stream, but I think I might just leave it there. Because I do have other things I want to do as well. So, but yeah, I will just leave it here for today. So thank you all for tuning to the stream. It's a shorter one, but you know that's how it goes sometimes. I will not be streaming next week because I'll be overseas for a family trip. So I will not be able to stream next week. But then the week after that, which is New Year's Eve, I'll be doing a one-off stream as we end 2023 with maybe some spring cleaning. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. If you know it, then you know it. But then I think most probably won't know it because it's one of those obscure games again, which I just found that I kind of want to try out. But yeah, thank you all again for sticking by this little game. I hope you guys enjoy it. I definitely enjoy it a lot more than I anticipated. Like, I really love the concept. It's really cool, and like just the gameplay and stuff. But yeah, I'll just leave it there. So thank you all again for tuning in, and until New Year's Eve, you stay safe, wash your hands, all that fun stuff, and I will see you all then. Goodbye.